What did you guys think of For Your Eyes Only? I'm going to go to Nans because Nans is our go-to. I've never seen these movies before.
He's Mr. Gut Reaction.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, to give you my gut reaction, I thought it was not too shabby.
Hey!
It was, especially like the first half or so, was pretty solid. And then there were a lot of like twists and turns that I did get confused. Like, who's who? What's going on?
Yeah.
What's the point of the ATAC? And like, we kind of like forget about the ATAC for a while and come back to it. So that wasn't
They kind of dump all
great,
that stuff on you real quick. Like right away, they're like, the ATAC, we need it or else everybody's going to die.
Our own submarines could be ordered to attack our own cities.
I've got it somewhere towards the middle table. There is a lot of cool parts. There's a lot of interesting parts. There's also a lot of, I don't know, the cringy parts
The statutory rape parts.
Hurt while watching. No. Well, yeah, but
at least they threw in there this little bit of a disclaimer that's like, Bond may get it in frequently, but the dude has some class.
Even Bond has a line.
Everybody knows it builds up muscle tone.
It's not building up a little more muscle tone by putting on your clothes.
I actually liked in this movie that like they really toned that portion of Bond's character down.
Well, and honestly, I'm shocked to hear that that's Pierce Brosnan's wife, because my thought watching this movie, I always laugh because I'm like, Bond almost bangs a minor and then Bond bangs a gilf.
Yeah.
Like she comes across as being pretty old.
She seems a lot older.
She looks older, yeah.
So unfortunately, this is the sad news that I didn't realize until I was reading it, because I knew the history about Pierce Brosnan, but apparently she had passed away in 1991, and they were married still. So,
wow.
Yeah, so that's pretty rough.
Sorry,
is she
Pierce. A good amount older than Pierce, or
I didn't look at that, but yeah, she had passed away from ovarian cancer in 91. I mean, that's like 10 years after this movie came out, so it's kind of unfortunate, but
yeah,
yeah,
it's too bad.
Yeah.
Well, okay, let's start at the beginning. I think killing Blofeld is such an excellent cue. Like, it's just long time coming. Like, shut up, Kevin. We're done. We're just gonna kill him off in this ridiculous but fun fashion, and it's just a nice little scene that you could kind of argue that it's something of a waste of a prologue. Like, it's too bad that. Because whatever, maybe the prologue would have been like the last bundle of movies where the prologue is whatever tragedy that occurs, you know, the ATAC, essentially.
When we see Melina's parents get killed, if you watch it carefully, like
that zoom into her eyes.
The zoom ins to her eyes. And you have to wonder if they were on the fence of like, oh, crap, do we want to do this Blofeld beginning?
For your eyes
only, and then it would end on her eyes of full of revenge and being like, I'm gonna kill the people who killed my parents. And like that would have been the start of the movie, is my assumption. But of course, like they went with the Blofeld thing. So
the Blofeld thing almost seems like very tonally different to the movie too. It's cool to see Bond at the cemetery.
Yeah, to like tie everything back together.
And then they go into the whole Blofeld thing, which is a little cheesy or schlocky or whatever you want to say.
You've had a good fright. You know, he's trying to do a Bond joke.
The line that everyone is always baffled by is,
"We can do a deal. I'll buy you a delicatessen in stainless steel."
What is that?
I'll buy you a delicatessen in stainless steel, which I had to look up because you know, I'm like that. I was hoping that what I was going to read was that was something directly referencing, directly calling out Kevin McClory himself. Like, I was hoping it was something that they said in arbitration or something, you know?
Yeah.
Turns out all it is, and this is from Cubby himself, it's a line that the mafia would generally use. It's really not that interesting. It's just something that, like, you know, Italian mobsters, like, you were a big player if you had a deli that had stainless steel counters rather than just a cart out on the street, like a meat cart on the street. So it's it just means I'll make you a big player. And I guess according to Cubby, it was like it was meant to just make Blofeld seem like
Insignificant.
small insignificant character rather than Bond's greatest nemesis as he, dumps him off. But
Yeah.
but I mean, overall, is there anything more satisfying than when that helicopter moves forward and Dr. Evil falls down the chute? It's just
Yeah.
In his neck
it's just
brace.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Bond, Mr. Bond. Yeah.